I love the immense solidarity that you see all around us here.
Getting different people coming together for common cause.
Trying to educate themselves about the problems.
I hope that conversations about the climate crisis in Singapore can become more nuanced.
As a new and young parent, I hope that we pay focus on this situation.
I want Singapore to have more of this, but not just at Hong Lim Park. Maybe we push it at all the community centres, grassroots. All the residents can actually take part in all this art, recycling, beach cleanups.
The green plan is great, but I think we can do a bit more.
4 years ago, Singapore's climate target and policies were very weak. But now, Singapore has pledged to peak emissions before 2030 and get to net zero by 2050. But is this enough? Is Singapore doing its fair share?
A lot of people think that they can live in a man-made environment and ignore the natural environment. The pandemic has shown that that is not true.
Why do we have to go to places like Borneo and Australia for wilderness when we live in a biodiversity hotspot? Our banks are still financing coal plants and palm oil plantations across Southeast Asia. I think of the coasts of this island nation that were reclaimed and remade. Sand dredged from rivers kills coastal creatures and devastate rural livelihood. I think of how this costs us our fish, natural beauty, and our coastal kampongs.
The Orang Pulau were champions of sustainability. They remind us that our natural and cultural heritage are inseparable. Changes to the land will change its people too. But while my mom could live her heritage, I could only learn mine. More of our blue and green spaces have become inaccessible for the Orang Pulau.
I have to balance caring for the children and doing my job both from home, all while the heat is making me sweat buckets. In rental housing like mine, we can't fix air conditioning units. Putting food on the table and paying our bills already take up most of our income. A higher increase in temperature means we will be drinking lots of water, exposed to lot more skin disease, taking lots more showers. Our healthcare bills will get higher. Why can't the polluters be responsible for paying for energy efficient appliances in our house or training workers to get good green jobs?
Stop blocking environmental action, both in Singapore and globally. Stop subsidizing the petrochemicals industry and make them pay their fair share of taxes.
It has to recover before we actually destroy further.
My hope is it doesn't get any worse, especially for our future generations.
Each and every one of us, despite our demographics, despite our backgrounds, we all have agency to come forward and actively seek and implement solutions.
Seas are rising, so are we.
Seas are rising, so are we.
Seas are rising, so are we.
Seas are rising and so are we.